So today we are going to do a little bit of an unboxing of our Brother MFC-L8690CDW printer. We're really excited about this. So we're installing this printer into our offices here in Kings Lynn, and it's a great demonstration to show you how we go through that installation and how we connect it up. Later on in the video we're going to go through some of the key features of that printer and also talk about how we connect it to the managed print services offered by Brother Services. Now stay tuned to the end, because at the end of this video we're going to show you how we install the iPrint&Scan app on our mobile device so that we're able to print and scan to that device. My name's Rob from RLS Computer Services. Let's get straight to it. So one of the things we need to do is make some changes in the printer settings. Now we're not going to do that on the printer itself, we're going to do that on the computer, so I'm going to show you that in a second. So to get to the web interface of this printer, we need to know its IP address. So if we go into the settings, we can go over to network, we can go over to wired LAN and TCP IP, and here we go, there's its IP address. With that information, we can head over to the computer now and go into the web GUI. Now we've got the printer installed, as you can see over here, we need to now go and make some changes to the settings. Now we didn't make them on the printer, we're going to make them in the GUI. So we're going to head over to a web browser and make those changes now. So in our browser, we head over to the IP address of our printer. And we're in. Now one of the first things that we need to do is that we need to go in and we need to change the password. Okay, so we put the password of the printer in. The printer comes with the password already printed on the unit. So we just take that password, we log in with that password, and now we're into administrator mode. In our administrator mode, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to this administrator panel here, and we're going to change the password here. Now obviously, following the rules, make sure the password is nice and strong, and set up a new password. Now I've already done that piece, so we're not going to skip that part right now. The next thing that we need to do is that we need to make sure that the printer has a fixed IP address. So at the moment, the IP address of the unit has been given by our Unify Ubiquiti router that we have here. And what we need to do is we need to actually set that to a fixed IP address. Now one of the reasons why we do that is so that anytime the printer reboots or we reboot the actual router, the printer will always end up with the same IP address. So we're going to go in and we're going to make that changes here. Okay, so I've now made the changes to that static IP address. Now, of course, the first thing it's going to do is going to kick us off because we're connected to the web GUI via the wrong IP address. So we're going to give it a few minutes for it to make the changes, and then we're going to go back in and log back in again. So here we are, we've logged back, we're here back at the GUI. We're now going to log back in again. And we're going to log back in again just to make sure that the password is working and it's doing its thing. So here we are, we're now in the settings. From here we could do a multitude of different things, but I'm not going to go into this right now because it's outside the scope of this video. What we're going to do is at least is get this thing connected to MPS. So MPS is our managed print services that is managed through Brother. It basically means that when we run low on toner, a signal is automatically sent to Brother and they send us some inks in the post. It also means that if the printer's got a problem, an engineer can come out and resolve it, and it's all taken care of under the MPS program. So I'm going to go in now and make those changes. Now that we have our printer connected to the network and therefore the internet, the next thing we need to do is to connect our printer to the MPS program. To do that, I'm going to go onto my screen here. I'm going to swipe to the left, click on the web, and we're just going to go through, agree to those terms. Now what I need to do is I need to connect this device to Brother Online. Now I need to enter the PIN code. This is a one-time code that we use to connect the device to the MPS program. Once completed, you get a message on the screen saying registration is complete. And then we can click OK. And that's as simple as that. Now we've got the printer installed and we've got managed print services all set up, let's take a look at some of those impressive features. So the printer has an impressive print speed of up to 31 pages per minute in both colour and in mono. It also has an impressive two-sided scanning capabilities. It sports a 9.3 centimetre touchscreen, really useful for getting access to those quick features and functions of the printer. The printer comes with a standard paper capacity of 300 sheets, reducing the frequency of paper refills. And you can connect this printer via USB, wireless or gigabit wide LAN. And what I also like about this printer is straight out the box, it comes with a 3000 capacity black and a 1800 capacity cyan, magenta and yellow toner. Also with this printer you can print in duplex. That basically means you can print on both sides of the page. This saves a lot of paper and a lot of money. So in brief, what can this printer do? It's a colour as well as mono. It can copy, fax, print and scan. It's a laser printer, so you know the quality is going to be there. It's got an internal 512 megabytes of RAM and it has a 9.3 touchscreen. It takes an impressive less than 15 seconds for its first print. That saves time. It also has the ability to print via your mobile device, which we'll cover later on in the video. This printer can be installed on both Windows, Mac OS, Chrome OS, Linux and Apple iOS. It also has a multi-purpose manual tray for feeding through different types of stock, like envelopes, card, that sort of thing. Also, what I think is an awesome feature of this printer is if you've got a double-sided document and you want to make a copy of that double-sided document, you can feed it through once, it will copy both sides and do it all in one shot. One of the functions of the scanner is the ability to scan not only to your desktop PC, but you can also scan to a network device like a NAS box or OneDrive, or you can even scan straight to SharePoint. Finally, what I wanted to point out is what you get in your box. Obviously, you get your printer, you get your power cord, you get a telephone cable to hook it up for a telephone line for your fax facility, and you also get your inclusive toners. So you've heard me mention about the Brother Managed Print Services. So what is Managed Print Services? Well, it's Brother's own subscription service for print and management. Now, what it really does is when you subscribe yourself to the MPS service, anything like toners or drums or any consumable part of the printer is automatically replaced. So you don't need to worry about jumping online, finding the best place to buy toners and find consumable parts. They are automatically shipped to you. And if you have a problem with your Brother printer, tech support is just a phone call away. And in the rarer occasion where you might need to get an on-site engineer up, that's included as well. So you don't need to worry about any of those hidden costs or anything like that. It's all taken care of under the MPS program. If you want to know more about the MPS program, visit the link down below. Okay, so let's wrap things up. All we need to do now is install the iPrint&Scan app on our mobile device so we can print and scan directly from here without the need of a laptop or a PC. Let's get on with that. So the first thing we need to do is head over to the Play Store and search for iPrint&Scan. Go ahead, find that and install it.
Once the app is installed, go ahead and open it and agree to the terms and conditions. Now we need to select our printer. Go ahead and select now. Our printer is connected via network, so I'm going to connect via that. Once our printer is found, go ahead and select it. We have now installed our printer on our phone. Let's give it a try. I've put a double-sided document on my printer. I'm going to go ahead and try and scan it. Now I've got some choices here. It's a double-sided document, so I'm going to go and choose two-sided on the long edge and choose scan. Straight away, the document is scanned and I can click done. Wow, that was quick. Here it is, double-sided document in one scan. Now I can use the share icon and save it to the cloud or send it to someone as an email. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so that's it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe for future videos here on Tech Talk. My name is Rob from RLS Computer Services. Have a great day.